There comes a moment in life when you look at your situation and realize something isn't adding up. You're trying, you're working, you're doing everything you're supposed to do, yet nothing is moving the way it should. Doors stay closed, opportunities slip through your fingers, and your heart feels tight in ways you can't even explain. And deep inside, a quiet voice whispers that maybe the problem is not your effort. Maybe the problem is the distance between you and Allah. Because sometimes risk doesn't come from working harder, it comes from returning. Sometimes blessings don't unlock with skill, they unlock with sincerity. And sometimes your entire life changes not from what you do with your hands, but from what you whisper with your heart. One simple word: Astaghfirullah. What if the abundance you've been chasing is actually waiting for you to come back? What if your risk has been standing at the door all along, waiting for your heart to knock? Today, you're about to discover a truth that can change your life forever. Istighfar resets your risk destiny when you've gone off track. There comes a time in life when you feel something is not flowing the way it should. You work, you try, you put in effort, but something still feels blocked inside your life. And most of the time, you don't even realize that this blockage didn't start from the outside. It began quietly inside your own heart. Sometimes it starts with small mistakes you did not even notice. A moment you spoke harshly, a promise you forgot, a sin you thought was too tiny to matter, a day you delayed your prayer, a thought that broke someone's heart, a feeling of pride that went unchecked. These things seem small to you, but they can pull your destiny slightly off track without you realizing it. You don't feel the shift immediately, you don't see the consequences right away, but slowly you notice changes. Money becomes tight even though you're trying. Opportunities slip away for no clear reason. People stop supporting you. Your mind becomes heavy. Your peace becomes weaker. It's not that Allah took your blessings away, it's that the path toward those blessings became crooked. A small tilt in the soul creates a big tilt in destiny. But the most beautiful thing about Allah is this: He never leaves you stuck. He never leaves you lost. He never leaves you without a way back. And the exact moment, you turn to Him with sincere istighfar, everything begins to realign. When you say Astaghfirullah with a heart that truly wants to return, it is like a light shining on a broken map. The part of your destiny that was bending away from your blessings begins to straighten again. The opportunities that were drifting away start returning to you. The doors that once shut quietly begin to open again without warning. Istighfar doesn't just erase a sin, it corrects the direction of your life. It's a repair tool for your future, a cleansing for your heart, a reset button for your risk. It is Allah gently telling you, I know you made mistakes. I know you slipped, but come back to me. Let me fix what has gone wrong. Let me guide you back to the blessings I wrote for you. And when you return to Allah with sincerity, your destiny returns to you with mercy. The struggle becomes lighter, the path becomes straighter, the blessings begin to flow again, because nothing repairs a broken destiny faster than istighfar. It is not just forgiveness, it is a return, a reset, a realignment. And when your soul realigns with Allah, your rizq realigns with you. Istighfar unlocks delayed blessings that already have your name on them. Sometimes in life you feel like you are standing in front of something that should have been yours, but it is still out of reach. A job you were perfect for, a chance that almost happened, a dream that felt close but slipped away, a blessing that you could feel in your heart, yet somehow it never arrived in your hands. And in those moments, you start thinking, maybe it wasn't written for me. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. Maybe my time is gone. But the truth is far more gentle, far more comforting. Some blessings are already written for you by name. Your soul was meant to hold them. Your life was meant to experience them. Your future was meant to grow through them. They are not lost. They are not cancelled. They are simply delayed. Delayed out of wisdom, delayed out of mercy, delayed because Allah wants something inside you to become ready. A delayed blessing is not a denied blessing. A delayed blessing is simply a blessing waiting for the right version of you. And the key that unlocks these paused blessings, the key that releases what is stuck between the heavens and your destiny, is Istighfar. Every time you say Astaghfirullah with a sincere heart, you remove one more barrier between you and what Allah has written for you. You wash away the heaviness that was slowing your blessings down. You clear the path that was clogged by old mistakes, forgotten sins, and moments of weakness. Because blessings don't disappear. They just wait for the right spiritual condition inside you. Think of it like rain. The clouds are full. The sky is ready. The water is already written to fall, but the moment it will fall depends on the atmosphere. Your blessings are the same. They are already full above you. They carry your name. They are meant for you, but they descend when your heart becomes ready to receive them. And Istighfar creates that readiness. It softens your heart. It clears your soul. It humbles your ego. It strengthens your connection to Allah. It removes the invisible barriers that were slowing your blessings down. After sincere Istighfar, you suddenly notice things changing. The email you were waiting for finally comes. The person you needed appears. The opportunity opens. The path becomes smooth. The job becomes possible. The right moment arrives. People around you will call it luck, coincidence, or good timing. But you will know deep inside that this blessing was yours all along. It simply needed your heart to purify before reaching your hands. Allah never forgets what He wrote for you. He never misplaces your blessing. He never removes something that was meant for your future. He simply waits for you to return to Him so He can return those blessings to you. And when you make Istighfar sincerely, when you clean your heart, when you soften your soul, when you reconnect with Allah, the blessings that were paused, the blessings that were delayed, the blessings that were waiting, begin to move, begin to flow, begin to reach you, because they were always yours, and now your heart is ready to receive them. Istighfar creates spiritual magnetism, so Rizq comes toward you instead of you chasing it. There is a kind of risk that you cannot chase with effort alone. You can work hard, plan, try your best, and still feel like everything is slipping away from you. Some people run after opportunities their whole life, while others simply walk and blessings walk toward them. This difference is not because one person is smarter or luckier. It is because one person's heart is heavy, and the other person's heart is glowing. There is a type of spiritual attraction that exists in this world. Something inside you that quietly pulls goodness toward you. Something people feel when they meet you, something that makes doors open with ease. Something that turns small actions into big results. And this inner pull, this spiritual magnetism, comes from a heart that is clean. But a heart becomes heavy from sins you didn't even realize you carried. A harsh word, a neglected prayer, a moment of pride, a time you hurt someone unknowingly, a day you forgot your own soul. These things don't just sit in your heart, they create a weight inside you. And that weight makes blessings avoid you. It makes opportunities pass by. It makes people feel distant. It makes risk move away instead of moving toward you. A heavy heart chases life. A clean heart attracts life. And the only thing that removes this heaviness, the only thing that polishes your soul back into light, is Istighfar. Every sincere Astaghfirullah lifts a layer from your heart. Every moment of repentance brightens your chest. Every return to Allah makes your soul lighter, softer, quieter. The lighter your soul becomes, the more the world flows toward you. People begin to trust you without knowing why. Opportunities start fitting into your life naturally. Your work feels smoother, Your decisions feel clearer, your relationships feel more peaceful, your presence feels different, more calming, more honest, more blessed. There is a glow that appears in a person who regularly seeks forgiveness. Not a physical glow, but a spiritual glow. A nur that Allah places in the hearts of those who return to Him. People feel safe around you. People feel respect for you. People feel comfort when you speak. People feel drawn to your character. And Rizq follows this glow, just like flowers turn toward the sunlight. You do not have to fight for every blessing. You do not have to struggle for every opportunity. You do not have to beg life to go your way. When your heart is purified through istighfar, you become someone Allah Himself brings rizq to. He guides it to you. He sends it to you. He protects it for you. You will notice it in small ways first. Someone recommends you for something. Someone praises you in a room you aren't in. Someone helps you without being asked. Someone gives you an opportunity you never chased. Something good finds you unexpectedly. That is Allah's way of showing you. Your heart is attracting what you used to run after. Because when Allah polishes your heart, when He removes the heaviness, when He lights up your soul, everything written for you starts moving toward you. And this is the power of istighfar. It cleans you, it softens you, it beautifies you spiritually, and it transforms you into someone blessings are drawn to. You stop running after rizq, and rizq starts running after you. Istighfar changes the people Allah sends into your life. There are moments in life when you look around and wonder why certain people are in your life and why certain people suddenly disappear. You wonder why someone who once supported you suddenly becomes distant, and why someone who never knew you suddenly shows up with kindness at exactly the right time. What most people don't realize is that the people around you are also part of your rizq. A good friend, a wise mentor, a supportive spouse, a generous colleague, a kind stranger. These are blessings from Allah, just like money, opportunities, and success. People themselves are a form of rizq, and who enters or leaves your life is not random. It is managed by Allah with perfect precision. But when the heart becomes covered with sins or pride or carelessness, your life begins to attract the wrong people. Those who drain your energy, take advantage of your kindness, lead you into mistakes, distract you from your goals, or hold you back from becoming who Allah created you to be. These people aren't just a test. They are a barrier. They block blessings, delay your progress, consume your peace, and weaken your connection with Allah. And sometimes Allah allows these people to remain until you realize that the problem is not them, but the spiritual condition inside you. The moment you begin sincere istighfar, something powerful and invisible happens. Allah begins to purify not only your heart, but also your environment. Your relationships start to shift. People who never appreciated you begin to fade away. People who lied to you expose themselves. People who drained your soul slowly disconnect. People who were never meant for your journey quietly step aside. This is not loss. This is protection. Allah removes these people as a mercy because their presence was blocking your rizq, your peace, your growth, and your future. At the same time, istighfar starts attracting the right people to you, people who come with sincerity, who speak with honesty, who guide you instead of misleading you, who encourage you instead of doubting you, who help you grow instead of holding you down. You suddenly cross paths with individuals who bring opportunities into your life, who mention your name in rooms you have never entered, who give you advice that changes your direction, who remind you of Allah when you forget yourself, and who carry a type of barakah that rubs off on you. These people were always meant to be part of your journey, but sometimes Allah does not send them until your heart becomes ready to receive them. Every time you say Astaghfirullah with sincerity, you are not only cleaning your soul, you are cleaning your social circle. Your vibration changes, your energy becomes purer, your behavior softens, and your heart becomes easier to connect with. People around you can feel the light in you even if you never mention it. Allah places a quiet beauty in your character, a gentleness in your voice, and a purity in your presence that naturally attracts the right kind of hearts. Without you chasing anyone, without you begging for attention, without you forcing connections, the correct people begin to approach you on their own. You will notice the shift slowly. Someone unexpectedly offers help. Someone gives you advice at the perfect moment. Someone opens a door that was closed. Someone introduces you to the right friend, the right teacher, the right opportunity. Someone protects you from making a mistake you were about to fall into. Someone reminds you of Allah in a moment you needed guidance. Someone becomes a source of peace in a time when you needed calmness. These are not coincidences. These are signs that Allah is rearranging your relationships because He is preparing your future. Through Istighfar, Allah does not only forgive you, He rewrites your environment. He changes the people you sit with, the people you trust, the people you grow with, and the people you walk toward the future with. Because Allah knows that you cannot receive the rizq written for you if you are surrounded by the wrong hearts. He removes those who block your blessings and replaces them with those who become your blessings. He takes away those who darken your heart and sends those who brighten your soul. He distances you from those who carry harm and brings closer those who carry goodness. Sometimes the biggest rizq you will ever receive is not money or success. It is a person sent by Allah at exactly the right time. A person whose presence becomes mercy, whose words become healing, whose support opens doors, whose kindness lifts your spirit, whose wisdom guides your decisions, and whose companionship protects your faith. And this level of pure, sincere, purposeful connection begins with a heart that turns to Allah through istighfar. When you purify your heart, Allah purifies your circle. When you seek forgiveness, Allah sends the people who reflect His mercy. And when your soul becomes clean, your relationships become clean. This is the hidden gift of istighfar. It doesn't just change you, it changes who walks into your life. Istighfar brings barakah, the secret rizq that multiplies everything you have. There are people in this world who have a lot, yet feel empty, stressed, and constantly afraid of losing what they own. Then there are others who have little, yet everything in their life feels peaceful, smooth, and beautifully enough. They may not earn the most, but they live with the most contentment. They may not own much, but what they do have stretches far beyond what makes sense. This mysterious difference is called barakah. Barakah is not something you can see with your eyes. It is something you feel in your soul. It is Allah's gentle touch upon your time, your money, your health, your effort, and your entire life. It makes the small feel big, the limited feel abundant, and the ordinary feel extraordinary. And the key that unlocks this hidden treasure is istighfar. When a person carries sins in their heart, their blessings feel heavy, their money leaves as fast as it comes, their plans take longer than they should, their days feel rushed even when they do nothing, their mind feels scattered even when life is calm, their energy drains quickly, their peace fades easily. Life becomes a constant cycle of doing a lot and receiving very little. This is because sin creates a drought inside the soul, and a drought cannot produce barakah. Without barakah, everything stays dry, tight, and limited. You may work more, but your results stay small. You may earn more, but your money does not stay. You may try more, but nothing expands. Life loses its softness. But when you turn back to Allah with sincere istighfar, something invisible and powerful begins to happen. Just like rain softens hard earth, istighfar softens your destiny. Allah sends barakah into places you never expected. Suddenly your time stretches. You get more done in 1 hour than you used to get done in a full day. Your money stretches. You find that a little amount is enough for many things, without fear, without stress. Your mind becomes sharper, ideas come easier, Tasks feel lighter. Your food satisfies you more. Your sleep becomes deeper. Your peace grows stronger. You experience a calmness that cannot be explained with logic. This is Barakah, and Barakah is one of the greatest forms of Rizq Allah gives to His servants. Barakah changes the quality of your life, not just the quantity. You begin to see blessings where you once saw problems. You begin to appreciate moments you used to rush through. You start noticing small gifts in your daily life that you were blind to before. You begin to feel grateful without forcing yourself. Gratitude rose naturally from a heart that has been purified through Istighfar. This gratitude itself attracts even more barakah, creating a cycle of blessings that keep flowing without effort. Your heart becomes peaceful, and a peaceful heart becomes a container that Allah fills again and again. Barakah also protects you in ways you cannot see. It saves you from spending money where you would have lost it. It shields you from harm that would have drained your wealth or your spirit. It pushes away unnecessary problems. It keeps you away from people who would have caused you stress or financial loss. It closes doors that look attractive but are actually traps. It brings you guidance at the right time. It makes Allah place blessings in your decisions, in your friendships, in your marriage, in your work, and in your children. Barakah is not just an increase, it is a protection, a shield, a light wrapped around your life. Allah gives barakah to those who remember Him, those who turn back to Him, and those who seek forgiveness sincerely. Every time you say Astaghfirullah, you are inviting divine barakah into your life. You are saying, Ya Allah, cleanse my heart, cleanse my past, cleanse my mistakes, and send blessings into everything I touch. And Allah responds in ways far beyond what you expect. You witness ease where there used to be difficulty, expansion where there used to be limitation, and calmness where there used to be stress. A person with barakah may have less, but lives as if they have more. A person without barakah may have more, but feels as if they have nothing. Barakah is the invisible wealth that multiplies everything good in your life. It takes a small seed and turns it into a garden. It takes a little time and turns it into productivity. It takes a small income and turns it into comfort. It takes ordinary days and turns them into blessings. And the doorway to all of this begins with sincere istighfar, because when your heart is clean, Allah fills it with a light that attracts blessings you could never multiply on your own. This is why istighfar is not only forgiveness, it is the beginning of abundance, the beginning of expansion, the beginning of barakah. When Allah places His blessing on something, it grows in ways that your effort alone could never achieve. And the moment you return to Him with a pure heart, that blessing begins to fill your life again. Istighfar opens the mind to divine ideas that bring halal rizq. There comes a stage in life when you feel stuck, not because you lack effort, but because you lack direction. You wake up every day doing the same things, thinking the same thoughts, following the same routines, yet nothing new grows inside your life. It is not that you are incapable. It is not that you are weak. It is simply that your mind has lost the spark that brings fresh ideas. Because every new beginning, every new opportunity, every new level of risk starts with a thought that changes your perspective, a thought that inspires a decision, a thought that opens a door you never knew existed, a thought that becomes the seed for a completely new chapter. And these thoughts, the life-changing, destiny-shifting, risk-opening thoughts, do not come from you. They come from Allah. But when the heart becomes covered with sins, the mind becomes foggy. You start feeling mentally tired, even when your body is not. You lose creativity, even though you once had ideas. You become confused, even though your path is simple. You hesitate, overthink, and question yourself more than you should. You feel blocked, as if your brain is unable to see beyond the limits of the moment. This fog is not a lack of intelligence. It is the weight of spiritual dust covering your heart. And when the heart is dusty, the mind stops receiving divine inspiration. Istighfar removes this dust. It lifts the heaviness from your chest and clears the fog from your mind. Every sincere Astaghfirullah wipes away a layer of darkness, allowing your inner clarity to return. You begin to think differently. You begin to see what you couldn't see before. You begin to feel awake, alive, and guided. A mind that was silent suddenly comes to life again. Ideas begin to enter your heart with ease. Thoughts begin to form with purpose. Solutions begin to appear in places that once felt impossible. Sometimes a single idea from Allah can change your entire life. It can become the reason you start a new business, pursue a new skill, launch a new project, meet the right person, or discover a talent you never knew you had. It can become the beginning of a halal income that brings peace instead of stress, growth instead of pressure, and blessings instead of burdens. Many people become successful not because they worked harder than everyone else, but because Allah placed one powerful idea in their heart at the perfect moment. And that kind of divine inspiration is a gift Allah gives to hearts that seek forgiveness. As your mind becomes clear through istighfar, your intuition sharpens. You begin to recognize which paths are good for you and which are harmful. You begin to understand which opportunities are from Allah and which are traps. You make decisions with more certainty. You trust your instincts more confidently. You begin to feel guided, as if something inside you keeps pulling you toward the right direction. That something is the light of Allah inside your heart, the same light produced by sincere repentance. Through istighfar, your creativity opens. You start thinking creatively about your future, your income, your dreams, your skills, your time, and your potential. Allah begins to show you halal avenues of risk that you never considered before. New business ideas, new strategies, new solutions, new talents, new ways to use your abilities. Ideas that are aligned with your values, your faith, your peace, and your purpose. You may notice yourself solving problems with ease. You may notice inspiration arriving at unexpected moments, during prayer, during reflection, or even when you are resting. You may find yourself writing, planning, imagining, or dreaming in ways you never did before. This is not coincidence. This is Allah opening your mind because your heart returned to Him. And as your mind opens, your life opens. You become someone who moves differently, who thinks differently, who grows differently. People around you might start noticing that you speak with more wisdom, think with more clarity, and carry yourself with more confidence. They may not understand the reason, but you will know. You will know that it came from the quiet moments where you asked Allah for forgiveness with a sincere heart. The rizq that comes from divine ideas is one of the purest, strongest, and most blessed forms of provision. Because it is not just money, it is guidance, it is direction, it is clarity, it is purpose. It is Allah showing you a path that will not only feed your body, but feed your soul. A path that brings peace while you earn. A path that keeps you close to Him while you grow. And this journey begins with istighfar. When your heart is clean, Allah sends you the ideas that will build your future. When your soul is light, Allah inspires you with thoughts that open doors. When your mind is clear, Allah guides you toward halal opportunities that contain blessings that last. This is why istighfar is not only for forgiveness, it is the ignition of inspiration, the beginning of clarity, and the foundation of every new door of rizq that Allah wants to place in your life. Istighfar brings you close to Allah, and the closer you are to Him, the faster rizq finds you. There is a truth about rizq that many people forget. Every door you knock on, every opportunity you chase, every effort you make, every plan you build, all of it ultimately leads back to one source, and that source is Allah. He is the one who writes your sustenance before you are even born. He is the one who decides how it reaches you, when it reaches you, and in what form it reaches you. When you understand this, you begin to realize that nothing in life is more important than being close to the one who controls everything you seek. The closer you are to Allah, the easier your life feels. The closer you are to Allah, the smoother your path becomes. The closer you are to Allah, the faster your rizq finds you. And the most powerful, most beautiful, most transformative way to draw closer to Allah is istighfar. When you carry sins in your heart, even small ones, they create a distance between you and your Creator. This distance may not be visible to others, but you feel it. You feel it in your prayers that lack emotion. You feel it in your heart that feels heavy. You feel it in your thoughts that feel scattered. You feel it in your days that feel tight and stressful. You feel it when things don't flow, when your efforts don't match your results, and when everything feels difficult for no clear reason. This distance is not punishment. It is a sign that your soul is longing to return, longing to reconnect, longing to feel Allah's nearness again. Istighfar is the bridge that closes that distance. Every time you say Astaghfirullah with sincerity, you step closer to Allah. You soften your heart, you wash away the dust of mistakes. You return to the one who never stopped watching over you. You reconnect with him in a way that brings a warmth into your life that no amount of money, success, or achievement can ever replace. This closeness to Allah becomes the foundation for everything good that enters your life afterward. When you are close to Allah, you begin to see the world differently. You stop chasing things blindly. You stop panicking over things you cannot control. You stop running after people who were never meant to be your source of support. You begin to walk with a calm heart, a quieter mind, and a deeper trust. Allah places a sakina, a soothing tranquility, inside your soul that steadies you even when life is uncertain. And from this closeness, rizq begins to flow naturally. Closeness to Allah brings protection. He protects you from taking the wrong job, from falling into the wrong business partnership, from trusting the wrong person, from investing in the wrong idea, from walking into traps that would harm your future. Even the losses you face become a mercy because Allah knows what He is keeping you away from. A person close to Allah may lose something, but they never lose in reality. Their loss is guidance. Their setback is direction. Their delay is preparation. Closeness to Allah also attracts ease. Doors open without you pushing. Opportunities show up without you chasing. People help you without you asking. Rizq finds its way to you in ways you never expected because Allah guides it toward you. You begin to notice that things that once required so much effort now arrive with simplicity. What once felt impossible becomes manageable. What once took years begins to unfold in days. This is not magic. It is the natural result of being near the one who controls everything you desire. And the most beautiful part is how Allah responds when you seek Him through istighfar. The moment you return, He comes toward you with mercy greater than your mistakes. He welcomes you even after you fall. He accepts you even after you slip. He forgives you even before you fully understand your own faults. Allah loves to forgive, and He loves the hearts that come back to Him, humbled and sincere. When you feel this closeness, you carry a light inside you that the world cannot dim. With this light, your life begins to change. Your face shows calmness. Your words carry wisdom. Your decisions become guided. Your heart gains strength. People around you notice something different about you, even if they cannot explain it. This is the effect of being close to Allah. It transforms you from the inside, and that inner transformation brings outer blessings. And then comes the rizq. It comes quietly. It comes unexpectedly. It comes from places you never imagined. It comes in ways you couldn't have planned. It comes walked toward you while you were busy strengthening your relationship with Allah. And this is how it will always be. When your focus becomes Allah, He takes care of everything else. When your heart returns to Him, He makes everything else return to you. And when you stay close to Him, your rizq will never have to be chased. It will always find its way to your door. This is the secret. Istighfar does not only clean your past, it draws you into the closeness of Allah, and the closer you are to Him, the easier it becomes for every blessing He has written for you to reach you. There comes a point in your life when you look back and realize that many of your struggles were not signs of Allah abandoning you, but signs of Him calling you back to Him. Every closed door, every delayed blessing, every moment of confusion, every period of tightness in your chest was actually an invitation to pause, to reflect, to slow down, and to return to the one who has always been waiting for you. And sometimes, all it takes to transform your life is one sincere moment where you whisper from your heart, Astaghfirullah, and truly mean it. Allah is not waiting for perfection from you. He is waiting for sincerity. He does not want you to come to Him flawless. He wants you to come to Him honest, with your weaknesses, your mistakes, your regrets, your fears, and your brokenness. Because the most beautiful thing about Allah is that He loves the heart that falls and returns more than the heart that never felt the need to return. Every time you seek forgiveness, you are not reminding Allah of your sins. You are reminding your soul of its place, close to Him. When you make istighfar with a heart that is tired and a soul that is hungry for peace, something inside you begins to soften. The heaviness you carried slowly melts. The darkness you felt inside begins to loosen its grip. The sadness you buried in your chest starts to lift. Allah's mercy enters your heart in a way that is gentle, quiet, and healing. You begin to feel lighter, clearer, calmer. You begin to feel hope again. You begin to trust again. And as your heart softens, your life starts to shift. Blessings you could not see before begin to appear. Opportunities that once passed you by begin to find you. People who are good for your life begin to enter it. Peace begins to settle where anxiety once lived. Rizq begins to reach you from directions you never expected. You begin to realize that nothing in your life changes until you change inside. And nothing changes inside you faster than sincere repentance. Let this be the moment you choose to return, not because you are perfect, but because you are human. Not because you never made mistakes, but because you finally understand that Allah's mercy is bigger than all of them. Sit with your heart for a moment, breathe, feel the weight you've been carrying, and whisper softly, Astaghfirullah. Say it until the words feel real. Say it until your heart responds. Say it until you can feel Allah's nearness again. Your future is not shaped by your past mistakes. It is shaped by the moment you decide to return to Allah. Your rizq is not determined by your fear. It is determined by your trust in Him. Your life is not defined by the doors that closed. It is defined by the doors Allah is preparing to open. And every door begins with istighfar. Every blessing begins with istighfar. Every transformation begins with istighfar. No matter what you have done, no matter how far you feel, no matter how long it has been, Allah is still waiting. Not with anger, not with disappointment, but with mercy that overflows. Your next chapter can begin today. Your healing can begin today. Your blessings can begin today. Just return, just soften, just whisper, Astaghfirullah, and let Allah take your hand as He leads you toward a life filled with peace, abundance, and light.